those that aren't able to ask questions. We'll figure that out.
Of course.
The chair now recognizes the gentleman from New Jersey, Mr. Kean, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Secretary, thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Mr. Secretary, during your recent visit to Ukraine, you said, quote, "We have not encouraged or enabled strikes outside Ukraine, but ultimately Ukraine has to make decisions for itself about how it's going to conduct this war," end of quote. When I met with President Zelensky here in the Capitol last year, when I was in Ukraine earlier this year, a couple weeks back on a bipartisan trip that I led to Kyiv, in both instances and throughout this course of this entire war, President Zelensky has been pushing for more longer-range ATACMS, for the Repo Act, and at every single time the Biden administration, in these instances and many others, delayed and did not support those endeavors. I agree with you that Ukraine has a sovereign right to conduct this war as they see fit. However, they will not be able to do so if they are worried that this administration will publicly rebuke them afterwards, as you did when Ukraine struck Russian oil refineries earlier this year. They must know that America truly supports their need to fight this war as they see fit. Will this administration explicitly allow Ukraine to strike targets in Russian territory and Russian airspace?
Congressman, as you may know, I was just there about 10 days ago, spent a lot of time with President Zelensky, other leaders, and I'm determined to make sure that they have what they need to effectively defend themselves. And we're in an ongoing conversation about them in terms of what that requires at any given time. We have, to date, not endorsed or enabled strikes outside of Ukrainian territory. We're always open to conversations with them to see what they need and the decisions that they make, what we can do to support them throughout this 2 years, more than 2 years now. We've worked to get them what they need, when they need it, to be as effective as possible in repelling the Russians.
Respectfully, this administration has with frequency delayed the weapons that President Zelensky has needed in a timely fashion to actually accomplish the mission of defeating Putin's illegal invasion of Ukraine. I urge you to reverse this dangerous policy. Russia has fought this war with gloves off since day one, and we cannot continue to tie Ukraine's hands. Has the administration indicated to Israel any limitations on its use of U.S. origin weapons against Hezbollah, as it has with Hamas and Rafah?
Against Hezbollah? No.
Okay. Well, the administration has made it clear that they do not want Israel to decisively win its war against Hamas.
Which we do. We do. I think
Hamas started
very much do.
Because they do not want Israel to undertake a significant operation.
The question is whether that will be effective and whether that will be enduring. We believe we have a better way to deal with a problem we both agree has to be dealt with, and that is Hamas.
If I may,
please.
What is the administration's current policy regarding the acceptable end state that is the evil that is Hamas at the end of this war if you do not support a Rafah operation?
We do not want to see Hamas governing Gaza. We do not want to see Hamas representing an ongoing threat to Israel, the ability to repeat what happened on October 7th. And we're united in that goal. The question is how most effectively to achieve it in a way that's enduring.
By delaying Israel the weaponry necessary to defeat the evil threat that is Hamas, you are hurting the situation, not helping it. I yield back. Thank you.
Gentleman yields back. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Stanton, for 5 minutes.